Gurumai Panabani warrior group, and I'd just like to take this time to answer a very common question. What is the difference between Kali, Arnis, and Eskrima? Now, Kali, Arnis, and Eskrima are the three terms used to describe the Filipino fighting art. The term Arnis is the term used in the Luzon portion of the Philippine Islands. So it's actually the northernmost part of the Philippines, and the term Arnis is derived from the Spanish word arnés, which refers to the word harness, or the harnesses that would be attached to the armor during battle. Now, the term Eskrima is a term that is utilized in the Visayan region of the Philippines, or the central part of the Philippines, and it's a Spanish word that translates to fencing. So when the Spanish friars would see what the Filipinos were doing, they referred to it as Eskrima because they had no other term to describe the fighting art that they were using since they were fighting with weapons. Now, the term Kali is a little more elusive because there's many different theories on where the term came from, and when I go to the Philippines, no one knows what the word Kali means. So the term Kali is actually something that originated here in America. This was told to me by Tuan Carl Atienza's older brother, Tuan Elaine Atienza of Atienza Kali, who's a warrior scholar and a very well-read individual who's researched many different warrior cultures throughout history. Now, what he told me was that the term Kali was made by Filipinos here in America who wanted to differentiate their art from everybody else. Oftentimes because they didn't have a name for their system, remember, fighting was just something they did. They didn't have a name for it. So when they came here, they realized they had to make a name, and Kali was the name that they chose. So Kali, in essence, is a Filipino-American term. It's not a Spanish term. It's actually a Filipino-American term, and that's very powerful to me. So I hope this video answered your questions. If you have any more questions about the Filipino martial arts, please check.
Voici un enfant de 8 ans. Il est sourd et muet. Sa seule passion, c'est le harni. Et il ne craint pas d'affronter les anciens du village. La technique du harni est déjà extraordinaire. Et nous allons quitter les Philippines sur les images d'un combat acharné de harnis tel qu'on le pratique à l'université. Le ralenti vous permettra d'apprécier la technique de ce sport. L'un des adversaires a d'ailleurs été légèrement blessé à la tête à la fin de cet assaut curieux, insolite, filmé entre deux pauvres cabanes de ce village perdu nommé Patling.
Under 100% resistance, when we meet up with that resistance in everyday life, we've already learned how to deal with resistance, how to overcome obstacles. And that's the beauty, the deep beauty of the Filipino martial arts, is that there's just so many ways that have been passed down of how to get around those obstacles.
Sees a knife. So before that happens, I'm here. He doesn't see the knife. The blade in the hand becomes the hand blade, or the bladed hand.
This is one thing I like about yung participants. They can see right away, after showing the techniques, they can see right away what else they can do beyond what I showed them. That's what I like in a student.
The body mechanics needed to deal with this weapon is the same body mechanics needed to deal with the empty hand situation.
Kadalasan kasing forma ng may kampilan ay nakaganito. So kung may kalaban siya, diretso tagana.
When I started Filipino martial arts, and immediately they put a weapon in my hand, I was like, yeah, this is cool, I love this.
The style of Grandmaster Edgar Solite was a continuous fluid motion of strikes. Strike, abanico, strike. Strike, abanico, strike.
I was a national lightweight taekwondo champion of the Philippines from 1982 to 89. Tupper had a big influence in us learning the Filipino martial arts and learning other styles than just limiting yourself to that style.